Hi everyone, welcome to today's video where we're talking all about the neck rejuvenation at home and in the office. So if this is something you find interesting, please give the video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. So thank you for joining me today, and we're going to start off with what you can do at home. Now, obviously the bare minimum is moisturization, hydration, but all of our necks age. So if we want to slow that down, we have to give the neck a little extra in terms of ingredients and products and formulations to slow down that aging process. So obviously a neck cream, but what kind of neck cream? My favorites, which some of you probably already know what I'm gonna say, are the Techno Neck Cream from Skin Better Science. This is a relatively new formulation. I think it came out a year or two ago. And the special ingredient in this product is a stabilized form of arginine. Arginine is very difficult to stabilize. And what it does is it causes our body to make nitric oxide. All that means is that it opens up our blood vessels and increases circulation. So if you increase circulation to the skin, not only are you enhancing delivery of active ingredients, you're also helping the skin eliminate any debris and waste that it doesn't want to hold on to. So this is a favorite. Another one that actually complements this one so they can be used together is the Elastin Restorative Skin Complex. What's special about this one, if you follow me and if you're familiar with the Elastin line, is their Trihex technology. And this is a technology that, simply put, it clears out any dysfunctional collagen and elastin, and it stimulates the production of collagen and elastin. So let's say hypothetically you were to use both of these. This product increases blood flow. It would help these ingredients penetrate deeper. So that is the synergy between these two. You could just use one, and the next time you purchase another one, you could combine them together. You could do one morning, one evening, whatever you prefer. Another product that's great if you like growth factors is the Zeo Growth Factor Serum. I tend to use this on my neck actually, but really, truly only when I get irritated from too much retinol. I find this quite soothing, but generally speaking, I stick to these two, and lately I've really been enjoying this one. What if you don't want to buy them? Simple solution. Take all the goodness that you pay for your face and just bring it down. The only exception to that would be if you're on a strong tretinoin. You may skip it all together or just use just a tiny fraction of what you apply to the face on your neck and décolleté. Think of whatever can go on your face, a much smaller percentage can be tolerated by your neck, and an even smaller percentage can be tolerated by your décolleté. So just keep watering it down as you move down, but you don't necessarily have to spend any extra money on your skincare, but absolutely use your facial care and bring it down the neck, because if you start looking around, you will see the ladies that stop here. Their face looks gorgeous, it looks young, it looks beautiful, and their neck shows their age or shows a much older appearance than the face. So the simplest thing is bring it down. The second simplest thing is buy some awesome neck care. The third thing we'll talk about in all the things you can do if you decide to go for a treatment. Obviously, I don't need to tell you things like sunscreen. It's not going to reverse the aging you've already experienced, but it will certainly slow down any sun damage that can cause further degradation of collagen and elastin and sun damage. Now, if you're thinking about in-office procedures, you actually have a few options. The first one that comes to mind is just regular microneedling. The Skin Pen is actually FDA approved on the neck. This is one of the official indications for microneedling. And so just a microneedling treatment on the neck will restructure the collagen and the elastin. It does help with fine lines and wrinkles. But obviously also when it comes to the neck, the creams and even the microneedling, nothing is a miracle. Nothing is a neck lift, like a surgical neck lift. All of these procedures and skincare products will help improve and diminish fine lines if you have deep wrinkles, if you have a heavy, loose hanging neck. There's only so much these procedures and products can do, and you really need to take the surgical route. But if you're being preventative, or if you just want to improve whatever it is that you have, like tech neck, for example, then these are really great and reasonable options. After microneedling comes microneedling RF, or radiofrequency microneedling. And it's a different mechanism from this. This is just needles rotating and making thousands, if not millions, of holes in your face. The RF microneedling is more of stamping, and it's not as many needles, it's not as many pokes, and it's slower. The needle goes in and emits an energy, and then it comes out. And that is more for tightening. It stimulates the collagen and elastin on a deeper level, and it tightens the neck. Another procedure that you can consider is threads, both the collagen boosting and the lifting threads. The barbed threads can be helpful. So the barbed threads can be put underneath here, kind of like a hammock, to sort of help hold this in. And smooth threads can also be put in here to kind of help with the structure and the rigidity of the skin, to kind of encourage it to hold its shape. So that's another option that can be performed safely on the neck. And of course, if you get the bands, like when you smile or you stress your bottom jaw, those are what we call platysmal bands. It's a paper thin muscle that extends from the bottom of our face down to our clavicles. And it starts to sort of separate and become irregular as we age. And so injecting toxin in that muscle, where it kind of bunches up into these skinny little lines, can relax those lines and smooth out the neck. And obviously that needs to be repeated, every 4 to 6 months to maintain the result. And lastly would be biostimulators like Hyperdilute Radiesse. Some people would like to have this kind of a filler biostimulator product injected underneath the skin, and it does help thicken the skin, and it does help thicken the dermis, and it also gives you the immediate result of having more tissue there. So if you have a very skinny neck, it's going to fill out a little bit, and obviously when things fill out, the wrinkles kind of smooth out. So that's another great option. And of course, what you do at home carries far more weight than what you do in the office, because that's not only a daily thing, it's a twice daily thing. So that's 365 multiplied by 2, which is 730 times a year what you do in your skincare routine, versus even if you get something done once a month, that's only 12 times a year. So home care is absolutely most important, followed by any of these procedures. I will say with microneedling RF, you probably will realize you need 3 to 6 treatments, and results really, really vary with every individual. Some people will have beautiful tightening, be very happy and satisfied. Other people will have minimal or negligible results. So you just don't know. And same with just regular radiofrequency devices like Thermage. You don't know how much improvement you're going to get, and it's really variable within the population. In terms of injecting toxin or biostimulators or doing the threads, the results are pretty consistent on everyone. And with skincare, the results are pretty consistent with everyone as well. If you don't do a skincare routine and you start, then the results will be much more dramatic than if you already have a good skincare routine and you add a new product. So I encourage you to take care of your neck. especially if you're young, because if you don't, when you get older, you will regret it. If you have any questions about any of the things I mentioned, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you. And otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.